In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. If a man has not discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. Nothing in all the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. The time is always right to do what is right. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus but a molder of consensus. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, it must be demanded by the oppressed. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. We are not makers of history. We are made by history. That old law about an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. The time is always right to do the right thing. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Everything that we see is a shadow cast by that which we do not see. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. Never forget that everything Hitler did in Germany was legal. The quality, not the longevity, of one's life is what is important. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. A right delayed is a right denied. It may be true that the law cannot make a man love me, but it can keep him from lynching me, and I think that's pretty important. I am not interested in power for power's sake, but I'm interested in power that is moral, that is right and that is good. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war but the positive affirmation of peace. A lie cannot live. Almost always, the creative dedicated minority has made the world better. Wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. I want to be the white man's brother, not his brother-in-law. Human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted. Never succumb to the temptation of bitterness. The principle of self-defense, even involving weapons and bloodshed, has never been condemned, even by Gandhi. To other countries, I may go as a tourist, but to India, I come as a pilgrim. Means we use must be as pure as the ends we seek. Seeing is not always believing. A riot is the language of the unheard. At the center of nonviolence stands the principle of love.